Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Debbie and we know this is the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution, and today we are continuing our discussion that we started about the truths and myths about meditation. And today we're going into how to re-regulate yourself. Now, whether past traumas or old wounds surface from a meditation practice or if they just start to make their way back. A few tips and to help you to navigate all of that, because when things start to bubble up and maybe someone has said something that reminds us, triggers a memory, or again, we talked about in the first video meditation, and that it quiets and it calms the body down enough to feel safe, and in that place of safety is where these things start to make their way back to the surface. Not to re-traumatize, but it's because it's time to let these things go. But what happens? These things start to come up, and we automatically go into a panic mode. We start to get tense. Our bodies start to react, and we start to play this loop in our mind. We start to say, whatever it is, this is giving me anxiety. I can't take this. I can't handle this. Why is this coming back? I can't go through this again. My heart, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling scared. And we tend to go into the mental loop of emotions, right? Or definitions, I should say. We define these emotions. So I invite you to do that. But I invite you not to live there. If you need, we know I'm a big fan of journaling, writing things down. It gets the energy out of the body. So take a moment, sit with those feelings. Because if you don't get them out of you, you're going to play that loop in your mind. And the more you talk yourself into something, the more that thing becomes a reality. So if you say, this is causing anxiety, you're going to have an anxiety response. If you say, you can't handle this, then you take away your power and ability to deal with the situation. So write these things down, get them out. And then the next thing I want you to do, and this is very helpful, and these are the things that I have done personally, is instead of going through the mental gymnastics of these words that society kind of throws around, and they throw them around fairly randomly, fairly easily rather, is go into the physiology. If you take your mind out of definitions and you bring yourself into the physical reality, things start to shift. And the lawn people are here. It almost doesn't matter when I come on. The lawn people show up always when I want to record. So I'm going to apologize. I'm not going to stop the video. We're going to keep going. How is your body responding to this memory? Because it's a memory, right? We're not reliving the physical event or the actual event or the emotional event. We are remembering the event. And our bodies will have what we consider a trauma response until we start to pull the trauma out. So you lean into your body and say, okay, how is my body feeling? Your physical body. And words like anxious, that's not it. Is your body feeling tight? Did you start to tense up your muscles? Is your body feeling hot? Is your body feeling cold? Is your body shaking? Go into the actual truth of the physicality of what is happening. When we do that, we start to disempower the emotions attached to the event. We're not saying that the event is not important or the trauma is not important. If we're taking the power away and bringing it back into ourselves, when you start to define what our physical body is going through, if we are shaking, which if our body is crying, if that is a form of release, then we start to take back our power. And when we get into these defining words, then we can go into the next phase. And that next phase is, how can I re-regulate my body? And we know my first thing is going to be to move. Get up, go for a walk, pace back and forth. Don't spend a whole lot of time there. Stretch your arms out, interlace your fingers, press your palms forward, roll your neck, do some yoga. That's always going to be my go-to, because you want to start to flush the physical energy out of the body. Once we get there, lean back into your breath. Now, if things start to bubble up from a meditation and you say, Debbie, I got into my meditation through concentrating, leaning into my breathing, by directing my mind to pay attention to my breath, and now you want me to do the same thing. Yes. None of this is to cause trauma. All of this is designed to help you to heal and to empower you. So again, these things that start to bubble up, old wounds, trauma, past memories that are difficult to process, it's all made so these things can actually, the energy of these things can make their way out of your body to empower you to see things from a different perspective. So lean back into your breathing. Breathing slowly will start to re-regulate your body. And of course, if you do yoga, I would say do an inversion. A small inversion, simple, is lay down on your back and lift your legs. Just lift your legs straight up. It's called legs up the wall. And everyone should probably be doing that towards the end of their day anyway. If you had a busy day, you've been on your feet a lot, bring the energy back into your body, reground yourself. If you have a much stronger practice, you can go to shoulder stand, you can go to headstand, right? You can go deeper into this. But if you're still shaking, then I would say just do legs up the wall. Lay down, lift your legs straight up. Let your knees soften, right? We're not locking our legs out, we're just lifting them up. The feet are relaxed, the knees are soft. You can always drape your legs over a sofa or a chair. It's better to keep them all the way up. You can go up against the wall, put your side hip against the wall, roll back and let your legs go up the wall, and then get some space between your feet. We want to re-regulate our bodies. Once we start to do that, then the mental trauma starts to fade. Not that it's going to go away. Look, we know I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist, but this is human nature. This is something I have been through myself, and this is something that I observe in the students who take my classes. Come back to your breath, re-regulate your body, let your body get back to that state of being relaxed and calm. And see how that works for you. Again, it's about taking back control, taking back power, and not allowing these past traumas or heartbreaks or stresses to dictate your life. It's about you taking control of your life, and see how that empowers you instead of disempowers you. You have choice, right? You can decide not to do this. You can decide, if you say this is too hard, I can't do this, that's your choice. But in doing that, then you keep yourself small and you keep yourself in the loop. What we want to do is get the defining words out of our mind, these words that society just throws out all the time. Stress, tension, anxiety. So the more you play those looping words, the more you embed them into you, the more you become that. The more you say to yourself, I'm breathing in and out of my body, I'm releasing with each in-breath, I'm creating space. With each exhale, I'm releasing the past. Not even defining words of stress, tension, anxiety, I'm releasing the past. And just see how that works for you. I'll be on again next week for our next steps, because this is a progression. Everyone is going through something. The world seemingly has lost its mind. But you don't have to lose yours. You can start to take back control of your life and look at these things for what they are. They are lessons. So that'll be in the next video, but hopefully you found some help or some guidance in this. And again, come back to your breath and take whatever it is you need, do whatever it is you need to do. Move your body, quiet your eyes, turn off the phone, and get off social media. Okay, everyone, that is it for this one, as how to re-regulate yourself once the memories. Remember, these are memories of stress, trauma, and painful events start to make their way. Until the next time, I'll send you light and love.